and clear? Just type in something. Well, my name is Binta Chiri. I am a mother, a wife, and a worker. Yes, I've been working for the past 25 years. Yes, someone might say 25 years. Exactly 25 years. I've been working in the same place. It's not been an easy thing. But well, when you have something to do, you are grateful for that. So why life plan? Why do you need to have a life plan? In this world, if you don't have a plan, you are planning to fail. Yes. When you have a life plan, your life is in order because you have something to be following, right? You have something that will lead you. A life plan gives you direction. Yes. When you have something on ground, something written that you follow, when crises come, when challenges come, you are sure that you will overcome such challenges and crises because you already have something on ground and your plans are going. Your plans might not go the way you want it to go, but of a truth, if you follow them, it will lead you to somewhere. A life plan also guides you, it guides you on what to do. It might be weekly, it might be monthly, it might be yearly, right? When you have a plan, it guides you on what to do. A plan also reduces stress for you, okay? If you have a plan on ground, you know what to do next. I mean, you don't get confused when challenges start coming. You follow them. Great. I'm happy that I'm loud and clear. A life plan also solves the problem of what to do and what not to do. I mean, when you have a life plan, when you have a plan on ground, you know what you're supposed to do next. Your life goes one step after the other. A life plan also motivates you. When you have a life plan, you get motivated because you will see that you have achieved one and you're going to the next one. So that keeps you motivated. Yes. So what are the types of plans that you have or that you like to have? There are different types of plans. We have the career plan. We have the financial plans, or we can say the retirement plans. Those are the major plans that experts talk about. But for me, I have my 7 strategic life plans. Okay? I even have a book written about it. Number 1 on my strategic life plan is career stroke business, or if you're an entrepreneur, an entrepreneur person. Secondly, you have the financial life plan. That's the number 2 on my strategic life plans, my pillars of life. Number 3, you have the relationship plan or family plan. Yes. Number 4, you have the risk management plan. Number 5 is your retirement plan. Number 6, you have the spiritual or health plan. And number 7, you have the networking plan, which has to do with your friends and those that are close to you. So those plans that you have, they all interchange. they are related. One plan leads to the next one. Okay? How then do you start a plan, or how do you make a plan? The first thing to do if you're going to have a plan is to write it down. Okay? We have the yearly plan, we have the 5-year plan, 10-year plans, and even 20 years plan. Some people believe that they are good to do with yearly plan. They don't go beyond a year when making their plans. It's okay with them, while others make a 5-year plan, some even 10 years plan. Whichever you decide to take on is left. But it is a necessary to have a plan on ground. Okay? If you're going to have a plan, you must write it down. If you don't write your plan down, then how will you be able to follow up? Right. So what plans do you have? There are different types. Under career, you might decide that for this year, this is what I want in my career. Okay? You might decide that this is the year that you want to go on further studies in your career. Okay? And if you are a business person, you might say, okay, this year, this is how much I want my business to generate income for me. Okay? And under career, we have the educational plan, whereby you plan your education line. You can even have self-development under the career plan. Right. So, and if you are a business person, you just don't begin your year just like that. You must have your plan on ground. Number 2, you have your financial plans. What are the financial plans that you have? Or what are the plans what do you want to happen in your life this year, 2021? Okay? Under differences, you can have your budgeting plan, saving plan, investment plan. Okay? And one leads to the other. Right. So number 1 thing in planning your financial life is you must know what your expenses in a year. And how do you know what your expenses are in a year? You get to know that through tracking. When you track your spendings, it might be weekly, monthly, then you get to know how much you spent in a week or in a month. And when you do that, you see where you're exceeding, or you see where you're over budgeting, or you see where you're spending so much, and then you decide to cut from those places in order to have savings, right? And when you have those savings, you can decide to do so many things with your savings alongside your financial plans. You might decide to create an emergency fund for yourself, or you might decide to invest from the savings that you have. Under financial plans also, you might decide to invest in order to have other streams of income. And there are different kinds of investments that you can do. You have the capital investment, you have the real estate investment, you have businesses, you have online businesses. Okay. Next, we have the family or relationship types of plans. What plans do you have for yourself? Are you planning to start a relationship this year? Or are you planning to marry? Or you are a married person and you plan on taking your family on a vacation outside or within the country? Are you planning to build a house or buy a house? Yes, as a family. Those are the plans you have for your family. What health plans do you have for your family? Yes. Now, if you have children, what plans do you have for them? Is there any one of them that will be writing exams? Is there any that will be graduating? Is there any that will be going for further studies? Those are the plans that you have. And you can start your plan at any time. Yes, possible that you were not able to start your plan at the beginning of the year, but then midway into the year, you can start your own plan. Next, we have the risk management plan. That has to do with insurance. What plans do you have for yourself? What plans do you have for your family? Are you a business owner? What plans do you have for your staff? Are you a management person? What plans do you have for under you? Are you protecting your family, your properties? Insurance is a plan that you have for any challenge that might come. So you've got to have insurances for a different aspect. Insure your house. Yes, you can insure your properties, your car. There's a need to insure it, or whatever you use as your transport. Yes, because challenges do come at any time. Accidents do happen. But when you have an insured car or a house, it reduces, the heaviness, the weight that will come to you. Next, we have the spiritual stroke health plans. What plans do you have for your health? What plans do you have for your spirituality? Do you have plans to read the Bible throughout the year? To finish reading the Bible? Do you have a plan to attend church services or fellowship, or to increase the rate? Yes. What plans do you have for? You have plans to encourage your children to start going for, possible you are a Muslim and they are of age, start going for Islamic classes. What plans do you have for them? What about your health? Do you exercise? Or do you have a plan to start exercising? What food do you eat? Do you eat healthy foods? Do you eat fruits? Not too many people like eating fruits, but because we know it's healthy for us, we got to, just eat. Are we there? I hope I'm live. We're hearing me. Yes. Great. What plans do you have for your friends? Networking, number 7 of the strategic life plans. Do you have to increase the number of friends this year? Do you have plans to increase the number of the friends you have? What plans do you have for yourself for networking? If you are a business person, you need to network with other people. Networking is very important as a person because they build you up. Yes, I can see Mary, I can see Muhammad, I can see Ibitoye. Yes, I can see Grace. Welcome. We're talking about life plans. What are your life plans? Do you plan your years based on monthly or yearly? Some people like planning their years every 5 years. Others plan weekly. Whatever you take, whatever decision you take, it's the most important thing is to have a plan. Yes. Let's move on. So how do you make those plans? How do you plan? Number one, you must have a written plan. Yes. Have it written down that I am going to make a plan for the whole year or for a month. Others make their plan every quarter. So for 3 months, you have a plan for what you want to happen in your life for the next 3 months, or for the next 6 months, or for the next 1 year, or a 5-year plan. Number two, what are the actions that you're going to take? What are the actions you're going to take when you write them written down? Take, for instance, under career, you tell yourself that, okay, this year, I'm going to plan to further my studies, or I'm going to, if you're a business person, your plan might be, okay, I'm going to have a marketing plan this year, and I want that marketing plan to start in the second quarter or the third quarter of the year. So how do you go about it? What are the actions you're going to take? Right? If you're going to have a marketing plan for the year, some of the things that you're going to ask yourself is, how am I going to go about it? Where and where do I want my goods? For example, you want to go on Facebook, you want to go on Instagram, right? You want to use YouTube. So you tell yourself now, I have 3 places that I want to do my marketing this quarter, right? So you set your priority. Okay, among these 3, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, which one are you familiar with that you will want to do your marketing plan on? Is it the Facebook, or is it the YouTube, or the Instagram? Then you decide. And then, since you promise yourself that you're going to have it in the first 3 months, let's say second quarter or third quarter. Third quarter is July, August, September, right? Then decide that, okay, for the month of August, your marketing plan is going to be on YouTube. For the month of September, for the month of July, August, it's going to be 3 months, July, August, September. For the month of July, your marketing plan will be on YouTube. For the month of August, your marketing plan will be on Facebook. For the month of September, your marketing plan will be on Instagram. You see, by the time you divide it like that, I mean, it becomes easy for you to follow this step by step and then have your plan for your business. Okay, now you decide that, all right, I'm going to have a marketing plan on Facebook, right? So what are the things that I'm supposed to do? Number one, if you don't know how to run Facebook ad, then you have to get someone to help you with the Facebook ad, right? Then you further divide it into weekly. All right, this week, what am I going to do? Second week, what will I do? Third week and fourth week. You know, by the time you divide this your marketing plan into 4 different weeks, you know, it becomes easier for you to follow. Okay, right. Number Number 2, you have your steps, right? Number 3 is the action steps. What and what do you need, right? So under number 3, the tools that you will need to help you, okay? If you are a business person, let's continue with the business person since we started with the business person, product, you need to market your product. So have you arranged the products that you're going to be marketing? Let's say your products are books. You sell books. Yes. How do you promote you don't know how to run a Facebook ads? Then you look for somebody that knows how to run Facebook ads, okay, for that person to help you. And then you know that definitely if you're going to run Facebook, you need a page, right? And then you need to be uploading to that page, right? So those are that you need. Those are the plans that you have. Okay. So we take the next one, financial plans. What plans do you have for your finances this year? Okay. Let's say you want to start an emergency savings fund, right? You know that for you to start that, you must know how much your income is, okay? And then you have to decide how much out of your income you're going to be saving towards your emergency savings. Experts do say that you need your 3 months worth of expenses in your savings as your emergency savings, or either 3 months or between 3 to 6 months worth of your monthly expenses kept as your emergency savings. So if your salary, take for example, is 100,000, then what percentage out of that 100,000 will you be able to save? Let's say out of that 100,000, your expenses for the month is 70,000. Well, if you know that your expenses are 70,000, right? Calculate how much you spend in a month on other things, and then keep a portion of that amount towards your emergency savings. Right. Those are the things. What about risk management? You need to have a plan for risk management. You need to insure your cars or your bike. Well, yes, or your jewelries, or your property. Let's say you own a house, right? You need to insure them against calamities and disasters. We don't pray for it, but we know that life does happen. So we need to protect ourselves. We need to protect our loved ones and protect also our properties. Yes, it's necessary. What about your retirement plan? What plans do you have? Are you saving towards retirement? Do you have plan? When do you plan to retire? At what age? And where are you planning to retire? Those are important questions that you must ask yourself, right, when planning for it. We have so far looked at 4 different plans that one can take in a year. And I believe that we will continue next time. So I don't know if anyone has a question. You have a question? Any question? Let me check my phone in case those on Facebook have questions. Any question? Checking my Facebook. Any discussion? Checking to see how the people are doing on Facebook, and that's my life and the group. Okay, there's a question here from Ibitoye. Says, I plan my year based on monthly. I wish to ask if the plans are not forthcoming, what should I do? Right. Good question. You have your plans and they are not forthcoming. We all know that, life is in stages. I will plan what to happen, but sometimes, because we don't control our lives, things do happen. But the most important thing is that you have your plan on ground, okay, which you follow. Take, for instance, you plan that you're going to go to the university this year, right? And so if you are in Nigeria, you know that you must write either WAEC or NECO. Then you write your JAM, isn't it? And you are supposed to pass before getting the admission. All right, you wrote your WAEC or NECO, you wrote your JAM, you passed. And then you apply to the University or Polytechnic. And, the admission is not forthcoming. So what do? You keep on checking. If you get an email for them, you even go to the school, So you do all you can in your own strength and in your mind, but it's not forthcoming. Well, in that case, there's just nothing you can do. If you are a believer, you keep on praying. And then you do go to school and you find out the reason why the admission is not coming. That is, if you know somebody there. But if you don't know somebody there, you just hold on. And if the time elapses, then you still apply next year. Okay. Like this, your monthly plans, you have them. All right. And they are not forthcoming. What do you do? You don't give up, right? You hold on, because no matter what, they're waiting for a good. Hold on to your plan. Yes, hold on to your plans. It will definitely come to pass. If you work them monthly. And if your plans are monthly, you divide them into the 4 different weeks that you have, so that you're able to follow it easily, So don't give up. But then if they are not forthcoming as you want, go over your plans and then look at the steps